Welcome. Let's talk about tax. I know, I know. But listen, the UK's tax system is going through its biggest shakeup in a generation. And if you're self-employed, a landlord, or you earn any money online, you are right at the heart of this revolution. So in this breakdown, we're going to cover exactly what's happening, when it's happening, and most importantly, what you need to do to stay ahead of the curve. Now, to help us navigate these frankly huge changes, we've gone straight to the best in the business. This entire discussion was developed by the tax experts at Pro Tax Accountant, so you know you're getting clear, accurate, and really actionable guidance from people who live and breathe this stuff every single day. Okay, let's get right into it. If you earn money through self-employment by renting out a property, or maybe you sell things on platforms like Etsy, drive for Uber, or rent a room on Airbnb, the way you report that income to HMRC is about to be completely transformed. And I'm not talking about a minor tweak here. This is a fundamental, ground-up shift in how things are done. So, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at HMRC's big picture, this new digital era. Then, we're going to tackle the two massive changes, making tax digital and the new platform reporting rules. After that, we'll build your action plan, unpack the new penalties for getting it wrong, and finally, show you where to get expert help. Ready? Let's dive in. First things first, why is all of this even happening? Well, in short, HMRC is finally moving away from the old world of paper returns and, let's be honest, shoeboxes full of receipts. They're modernizing the whole system to close what's known as the tax gap. That's the difference between the tax that's supposed to be paid and what they actually receive. And a big focus is on the booming digital and gig economies. The official goal here is to create a tax system that makes it way easier for you to get your tax right the first time. It's a massive government initiative, and there are two key pillars of this new era that are going to affect millions of us. First, making tax digital, and second, the new platform reporting rules. Okay, let's tackle the first big one, making tax digital, or MTD as you'll hear it called. If you're self-employed or a landlord, this one is for you. And believe me, it completely overhauls how you report your earnings. So what on earth is MTD? Well, it's a new system where you must keep digital records of your income and expenses. And then you'll send summary updates directly to HMRC every 3 months using special compatible software. Now, here's the crucial bit. This new process completely replaces the annual self-assessment tax return we've all known for years. It means getting organized is no longer just a good idea, it's the law. Now, this isn't all happening at once, which is good news. It's being rolled out. From April 2026, it's mandatory if your total gross income is over £50,000. A year later, in April 2027, that drops to £30,000. And then from April 2028, it will likely drop to £20,000. Let's take Maya, a freelance writer in London. If her turnover hits, say, £55,000, she'll need to be fully on board with MTD starting in April 2026. And remember, and this is so important, it's based on your gross income, not your profit. The new MTD process really boils down to three main things you have to do. 1. Keep digital records. That means using proper software. 2. Submit quarterly updates. Now don't panic. Think of these as quick digital check-ins with HMRC to keep things on track, not for new tax returns. And 3. At the end of the year, you'll make what's called a final declaration. That's when you finalize everything for the year. So that covers your own business records. But what about the platforms you use to find work or sell your products? Well, that brings us to the second major change, and this one is actually already in effect, the new platform reporting rules. This second change, it is a total game changer for transparency. Since the start of 2024, platforms have been legally required to collect and report their sellers' income directly to HMRC every year. Yep, you heard that right. HMRC now gets a direct data feed from the platforms you use. It's their way of making sure income from the gig economy doesn't fly under the radar anymore. And this applies to a huge range of platforms. We're talking accommodation sites like Airbnb, vehicle rentals like Turo, platforms for personal services like Uber or Upwork, and of course, marketplaces for selling goods like Etsy and eBay. For example, let's think about David. He sells handmade crafts on Etsy. If he makes over 50 sales totaling, say, £2,500, under these new rules, Etsy will automatically report those earnings straight to HMRC. So, does this apply to every single person with a side hustle? Well, not quite. There is an exemption for really small-scale sellers, but you need to meet both conditions to be excluded. You have to make fewer than 30 sales in a year and earn a total of less than €2,000, which is about £1,700. If you cross even one of those thresholds, your data gets sent to HMRC. And why euros? Well, that's because these rules are part of a big international agreement. That's not all. Here's where most people go wrong. They hear these dates, think, oh, that's ages away, and then wait until the last minute. Let's not do that. Let's create your action plan right now so you're totally prepared. Okay, here are 4 simple steps you can take today. First, check your MTRD start date. Look at your gross income for the 24-25 tax year to see if you're in that first wave. Second, start researching MTD-compatible software. There's a lot out there. Third, and this is the big one, start keeping digital records now. Just start. Don't wait. And finally, review your earnings on those platforms so you know exactly what HMRC is getting. And here's a pro tip from the experts over at Pro Tax Accountant. You absolutely do not have to wait until your mandatory start date. By getting used to accounting software now, you'll make the switch to MTD completely seamless when your time comes. Honestly, it's a simple action that will save you a world of stress down the line. Of course, with all these new rules, there are also new penalties for not following them. It is so important to understand what's at stake. And stay with me here. The next point might surprise you. So, HMRC's new penalty system is a complete rethink. For late filing, think of it like points on a driving license. You get 1 point for every missed deadline. If you rack up 4 points, you get hit with a £200 fine. It's designed to penalize consistent lateness, not just a one-off mistake. For late payments, a clock starts ticking after 15 days, and the penalties get steeper the longer you wait.
And it's not just individuals facing penalties. That £5,000 you see on the screen, that's the initial penalty for a digital platform that fails to report the required information to HMRC. If they keep failing, they can face daily penalties of up to £600. So yeah, HMRC is taking this very, very seriously.
Okay, wow. We have covered a lot of ground, from digital records and quarterly updates to automatic data sharing and a brand new penalty system. It's a complex new world out there, but the good news is you absolutely do not have to navigate it alone. So let's quickly recap the key takeaways. First, making tax digital is on its way for anyone with self-employment or property income over £20,000. Second, digital record keeping isn't optional anymore, it's mandatory. Third, online platforms are now reporting your earnings directly to HMRC. And fourth, the new penalty system means hitting those deadlines is more important than ever before. And that really brings us to the final, most crucial point. In this new digital tax era, getting organized is absolutely essential. But having an expert in your corner to guide you through the process, well, that is what truly provides peace of mind and ensures you get everything right. If you want that peace of mind and some personalized advice from an expert, the team at Pro Tax Accountant are ready to help. You can call or even just WhatsApp them directly on 07985 689 912. Again, that number for a call or WhatsApp is 07985 689 912. So whether you have questions about choosing the right software, you're not sure what platform data is being reported, or you just need help managing your new tax obligations, just reach out to Pro Tax Accountant. You can call or WhatsApp them on 07985 689 912 or send an email to info@protaxaccountant.co.uk. And just a quick final note, please remember, this information is for general purposes only. It should not be relied on exclusively for your financial decisions. Before making any big decisions, you must consult with a qualified tax expert, like the brilliant team at Pro Tax Accountant. Thanks for sticking with me.